Hello and welcome to a spaceflight simulator video. Today we're going to be going to the moon in the Saturn V. So I didn't really know what to do for this one. Anyway, I'm turning up the volume so you can hear it, but then I realized that I'm dumb and you can't hear this. Get ready for a time lapse. And time to launch. We are going to launch the Saturn V, this is what we've been waiting for. Woo! Okay. Now, I'm not going to get in the same trouble as last time with the entire rocket exploding. Well, here's the time lapse to orbit. There's something. You don't have a time lapse to orbit every day, now do you? So now it's low Earth orbit, a little bit of a wonky orbit, nothing much. Now, time lapse to the moon. Here we are in low moon orbit. We are almost there. A little bit of a low orbit we have there with 3,000 feet. Could not time warp whenever I get over there, which that sucks. Now, 5,000 meters. That's the limit to where you can time warp. I think they do that because they don't want you to accidentally crash into the planet. Because they care for you. And if you think that I care for you, subscribe. Anyway, that had a lot of fuel in it, so if you want me to go to Mars later, then maybe you can convince me into doing that with the same rocket. I might have to do a few slight modifications, but anyway, I'm going to undock, go down to the moon. Get ready for this time lapse. Here I am about to land on the moon, Neil Armstrong style, and oops, my bad. Like I said, and butter. Beautiful. Oop. Well, I'm waiting for that message. And landed on the moon. There we go. There's the rocket. Let's go. Oop. If you didn't know, I'm realizing now that I did not leave the orange part on the moon like Neil Armstrong did. And, well, here we go. I just staged that off like I should have done earlier. And I'm about to be in orbit. Let's go. Ready for the time lapse. There we go. Totally did not cheat a little bit. If you saw that, totally didn't. But coming in for a perfect little dock, and there we go. Docked in low moon orbit. There we go. And now time to send the lander off to where it belongs. Oh, well, after I transfer some fuel. Now time to send the lander off to where it belongs. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. And if you didn't see, I turn it on, then I switch back. Now it's just going to be floating out there forever. But I want it to crash into the moon in a crazy style, not just leave it out in space. So there we go. That's better. Now time to switch back to the rocket and go home. Prep for another time lapse. I'm back because here we are. I just realized right here that I didn't have to orbit. I could have just dropped down into the atmosphere. And well, my idiot self finally realized, which was a dumb move by me. Anyways, let's get ready. I'm about to finish a moon mission. And you guys were all witnessing it, okay? So you gotta... If you've made it this far into the video, which I'm surprised if any of you had, comment, subscribe in a very subtle way. Make sure that nobody realizes that you're saying subscribe. Okay. Make sure you do that, okay? Okay? If I don't see as many comments as views that's saying subscribe, I'm going to be sad. And you don't want to make me sad, because that's very sad. Anyway, here we are. Right here, we are about to enter. And I'm gotta keep this right here so anything else doesn't get the heat. I just realized that was a fuel tank, thinking that I had RCS, in which I didn't. All I have is those parachutes that I just highlighted. Yep, those are where they are. You will see that I tried to deploy my parachutes. Well, that one parachute by clicking the docking port. I tried to, and now I think I overcorrect here, and then I have to reset. Possibly. But anyway, something happens. The game messes up, and then I have to reset, because look at this. Not really good. No control, and oops. Now revert 30 seconds. And then, it didn't work the first time, and then it makes me leave the game. I go back in, and I hope that this happened like I wanted it to. Cross your fingers. Now I'm going to try and revert again, but nope, I didn't get it. Which sucks, because now I have to go all the way back to launch and I have to do that again. Thought I'd help you guys real quick and cut to the part where I did that all again. Into which, here I am. And this time, it messes up in a different way. But, little spoiler alert, I end up surviving. Wow, can't talk today. If you didn't know, I had quite a few mess ups. I had to redo voice again and again and again. Into which, well, that doesn't have to do anything with the video right now. I just thought you might want to know something about editing. It never goes right on the first try, and well, that sucks. As you can see, I'm frantically flipping the screen. I don't know why. It's just something I think I'm doing because I'm nervous that this isn't going to work, because I just staged off the command module, and now the command module won't come off, which is terrifying because I'm about to take heat damage on the heat shield. And if you ever play SFS ever in your life, you know that taking damage in 2 places is way worse than taking damage in 1, especially if that doesn't have a heat shield. Anyway, spoiler alert, still, I can't talk today. And well, I'm slowing down efficiently with an engine that's going through the atmosphere. But whenever I'm able to pop the parachutes, doesn't go so well for the rest of the command module. Well, not like it would anyway. And this scares me a lot whenever I'm going that fast. I thought I was going to burn up again and then have to reset. But I get a little scared here and deploy all the parachutes, giving my crew a little bit over 40 Gs, which you might have to calculate that. Leave that in the comments. But if you calculate that, because I'd love to know. Anyway, here we go. And it's about to be... Oh my gosh, this is taking very long. I was expecting this not to take as long. But anyway, it's about to be... touchdown! It's like watching a football game. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and like. Turn on notifications to see whenever all of my other videos are going to be. And bye.